So in this video, I'm going to talk about one of my most commonly asked questions among homeowners who are looking to move. And that's, how do I sell my home and buy another one at the same time without facing these two big scary obstacles? Obstacle number one, how do I do this without being stuck homeless, having sold my home but not having found another home to buy? Obstacle or fear number two is, how do I prevent myself from having found another home, committing to buying it, but being unable to sell my current home and being stuck with two mortgage payments? So these are very valid fears. Typically, I see them the most amongst first-time sellers, and I also see them amongst sellers that have been living in their home for a long time and just haven't transacted real estate in years or even decades. So in this video, I'm going to break down the two strategies that I use with my clients to make this process predictable, stress-free, and seamless. Strategy number one is called the double contingency. Now, I'll give some context to a traditional real estate transaction so you understand the benefit of the double contingency. In a normal real estate transaction, when a seller accepts an offer from a buyer who wants to buy their house, that seller is bound. The seller does not have cancellation rights, and if they have a change of plans, if they can't find another house, they're stuck selling the house, and that's how they end up homeless. That's how they end up needing to rent an apartment for 6 months at a really high rate until they find another home to purchase. Now, with my team, when we have a seller who's also looking to buy, at the same time, we use a double contingency, which allows us to cancel a real estate contract as a seller in the event our seller is unable to find another home to buy that they're going to be happy with. And for you, it's really that simple. For us, there's more logistics and paperwork on the back end that you don't really need to worry about. But the takeaway here is that when you work with us and you're going to be selling your home and buying another, you have cancellation rights. You have the right to withdraw from a real estate contract if you can't find another house that you're happy with. Now, on the other side of this double contingency, that's for when you have sold your home and now are looking to buy. One of the fears is that you find another home, open escrow, and proceed with your inspections, your loan, your earnest money deposit. You plan on buying this house, but then all of a sudden the buyer of your current house backs out and they cancel. Well, in a normal real estate contract, without the contingencies that we use to protect you, you as the buyer of your new home are still obligated to proceed with the purchase of that home, even though you may not have the financial resources to buy it without selling your current home. So just like on the sale of your current home, we use a contingency, and in this case, that's the second contingency and why we call it the double contingency. That double contingency allows you to withdraw from your real estate purchase contract of your new home in the event that you're unable to sell your current home. The other option I use often is, if this happens, we just request more time from the seller of our new home because we still want to buy that home. And of course, we know we're still going to be able to sell your current home to another buyer, but it's just going to take an extra couple weeks. So the double contingency is what we use to protect you both on the sale of your current home and on the purchase of your new home. Now, the other strategy we use has a lot more to do with convenience and less to do with protecting your financial assets. And that strategy is called a SIP. It stands for seller in possession, also commonly referred to as a rent back. The cool thing about this is that it prevents you from moving twice. We never want our clients to move from their old house to an apartment or to a hotel even, and then into their new home. So again, I'll give some context to a traditional real estate sale. Traditionally, when you sell your home, your close of escrow might be, for example, on a Friday. And on Friday, the default purchase contract says you have to be completely moved out of your home by 6 p.m. on the closing day, which would be Friday. The problem is that escrow takes at least 1 business day and sometimes 2 business days to disperse funds and get you paid. Wire transfers need to be initiated and then executed. Mortgage lenders need to submit their final payoffs. Escrow needs to balance the file with title. And basically, you're expected to move out of your home before even getting paid and before receiving the proceeds, which is silly because without you having the proceeds, you're usually unable to buy your next home. So the seller in possession allows you, in the same example, to close escrow on a Friday, instead of needing to move out on Friday at 6 p.m., you get to move out, for example, 1 week later, the following Friday. The cool thing is that you receive payment of proceeds on the following Monday, which means you still have another 5 days to have your money and your home. You could think of it like moving funds, but more importantly for our situation, it allows enough time for you to receive payment from the sale of your home on a Monday, wire the funds to the purchase of your new home, close escrow on that home, say maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, and then have a few days to conveniently move in from your old home to the new home that you now own. This strategy has saved my clients so many tears and so much stress, and it takes such a big burden off the moving process. When I personally sold my last home in Fallbrook, I negotiated a 2-week seller in possession with the buyer of my home. So basically, we closed escrow on a Friday. I received my funds on the following Monday and went to the bank to wire them to my new home purchase. I closed on my new home on Thursday, got the keys the same night because I negotiated immediate possession on my purchase, and then I had another week to move in. So as soon as we got the keys that Thursday night, we had it professionally cleaned, we replaced the carpet, we did a couple other things, and then over the weekend, we moved in the house, and then we still had another week to go back to our old home, have that home cleaned out, moved out thoroughly, and basically it created a really smooth process where not everything had to happen in this 24-hour period. And I like to give that example because it's an example of me personally, but it's an example that a lot of my clients have as well, and it just takes a huge burden off the process. Thanks for watching this video. I'm really passionate about solving real estate problems. So if you're looking for a new home, but you have a home to sell, I would love to speak with you about how I can maximize your profit from the sale of your home while maintaining a smooth, predictable process for the move-in of your new home. Again, my name is Dylan with Abundance Real Estate, and I hope to talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.